A few weeks back, I did a video showing you how you could use the MSI SDR dongle with the SDR Uno software. Also showed it with some other software, but I did one particular video showing it running with SDR Uno, because the thing about this little MSI dongle was that SDR Uno sees it as an SDR Play RSP1 radio. And a couple of weeks, maybe, if that long after the video was released on YouTube, I received notification that it had been withdrawn due to a copyright problem. Now, I was a little bit surprised at this, because you quite often get copyright strikes from YouTube if you inadvertently record, let's say, a radio station that's playing a bit of music, and the music goes on for a little bit too long, and you'll get a copyright hit. Video won't be withdrawn, you'll just be told that the video's breached copyright and it can't be monetized, but my channel isn't monetized anyway, so it makes no difference. So I'd seen that in the past, but I'd never had a video withdrawn. So it's not too easy to establish why, but when I looked into it, I could see that it had been withdrawn at the request of somebody called John Hudson. And John Hudson is in fact the marketing director of SDR Play, company that produces the SDR Play series of receivers, and of course is responsible for the SDR Uno software. So I got in touch with John by email, and he was kind enough to reply to me, because I was a little bit surprised at this. Initially I thought it was the use of the MSI dongle itself that they objected to, but that isn't held out as an SDR Play device, and it's not a clone. It may use a similar chipset, but it's not held out as a clone or pretending to be an SDR Play device. So I wondered what the issue was. So I just thought I'd share with you the reply that I got from John, and we can see there. Hopefully you can see it. I'll just so make that a little bit larger so we can hopefully we can read it. And John basically says that the problem with the video was that SDR Uno with the API, the part of the software, was only licensed for use with the RSP hardware. And of course the MSI isn't RSP hardware. We object to anyone using the production version of SDR Uno to promote non-SDR Play hardware. He does go on to say, and in fact I believe that the SDR Play people produced a video showing this in use. The older EXTIO version of SDR Uno does not rely on our API or driver, and we don't have an issue with using that for alternative hardware. So basically, if you're going to use the MSI dongle or an RTL dongle or anything else, you may well be able to use the older version of SDR Uno, the EXTIO version, which is still downloadable. But you won't be able to use, or you shouldn't be using at any rate, the latest SDR Uno, which I think is there we are, 1.4.1, which has a lot of updates and a lot more features than the older version does. I'm able to use this on my genuine RSP1A that I have. But I just thought it was worth pointing out that if anybody wondered why that video had disappeared, it was withdrawn. And there's a lesson for us that the SDR Uno software, which is quite an advanced piece of software, and you've seen it on some of my other videos in use with the RSP1A that I have. It's only to be used on the SDR, genuine SDR Play devices, so that's why that video's disappeared. First time I've had one withdrawn. It was a genuine mistake, but it was interesting to find out what the reasoning was behind it. So just so you know, don't use this with this, use the older version. Thank you for watching.